Okay, welcome to part 5 of our feeding series. We're going to talk just briefly about fish-eating birds. So there are lots of birds that eat fish. Again, a good food source, especially for larger birds that would have a hard time filling up on insects. Fish are a great food source, and so a lot of birds are adapted to living on them. There's kind of 4 basic ways that you can get to fish. The first is to chase them down. Okay, so this is a common loon. You're probably pretty familiar with this bird. A really stunning bird with amazing vocalizations. And this is a bird that eats fish. And if you think about it, if you have to go under the water and chase down a fish, you need to be pretty agile and you need to be shaped like, well, think about a swimmer with, um, flippers on. Look how far back on its body these legs are. The legs are way back on the backside of the body so that they're streamlined and can follow and agilely chase fish underwater. Um, so loons, if then you look at the balance of their bodies, they have a hard time walking. They can barely walk on land. They're so adapted for the water. So when they go on land, they almost rest their chest on the ground and sort of push themselves forward with their legs because that's just not what they're adapted for. They're adapted for swimming in water, and so they're very streamlined with all of their um, feet at the back to push them forward in a quick motion. Now, some ducks do not have this, but they're not ducks that are going what we call diving ducks, which are ducks that go under the water and chase birds. If they go under the water and chase fish, then most of them have adaptations with their legs pretty far back, and they're not really graceful on land. Another couple other ways to get at fish is to basically scoop them up from the air. Obviously, birds fly, so this is a great strategy. And there's a couple different ways to do that. One would be to get it with your beak. So a skimmer, for example, this is a crazy bird. They have a really long lower mandible, and they'll zoom along the water, just keeping their beak in the water. And when the beak hits a fish, it just flips up and flips that fish into their mouth. It's really amazing. Another option would be the pelican that swoops in and just grabs like the whole fish in the water too, and then lets the water drain out of its mouth. Pretty amazing. Another is to do it with your feet, like bald eagles, or this is an osprey. This one's pretty talented. He's got a fish with each talon. Well, not talon, but each foot. Pretty amazing. So you can do it with your feet, you can do it with your beak. That's really all you have available to you as a bird. So those are your options. Another strategy, if you aren't going to zoom after them, but you want to be in the water, is to have long legs like herons or cranes, things like that, that can stand in the water, look down, see the fish, and then use your beak to spear it like we've talked about before. So those are the main strategies for adapting to fish eating.